I'm gonna do another video today. Video sponsored by the Making Memories store in Siren, Wisconsin. This stamp set that I will be using today is from Totally Tracy, Dare to be Artsy clear stamps. This is the Thanks stamp set. I am going to be using this flower and the Thanks. So I've already mounted my flower on my stamp block. We're going to use, the clear embossing ink pad and then clear embossing powder from Wow, and distressed oxide colors, candied apple and wilted violet. And we're going to do what's called a resist, ink resist, okay. If everything works correctly, this should be pretty cool card. So this is my stamping, or my, what is this called? My embossing buddy. Yeah, it's full of powder, it's anti-static. So when we lay down our powder, it will travel and not stick to the card. So you just want to rub that all over the card. I keep it in this little chicken miniature flower pot. It's kind of cute. So with embossings with powder, you'll want to have like a coffee filter or a tidy tray or just a piece of paper. So when you pour the powder on, it goes somewhere and you can just put it right back in. So we use the embossing buddy. Here's my stamp. I'm going to use the Emboss It Clear ink pad. And I am just going to get this all inked up. And we're just going to put this everywhere. I'd say put a couple down first. Use your embossing powder. Heat it. And do a few more. Since it's clear, you're not going to really tell where your image is. That's fine. Just kind of remember where you put it. And it's okay if it goes off the card. Okay. Now we're going to take our clear embossing powder and we're going to pour right over where we stamp those images. It'd be best if you had your ceiling fan off or any fans off, because this stuff has a tendency to blow everywhere. So just put it on your card and shake it off. Give it a tap. And then this is why we have the paper, so we can do this. And just put it right back in the bottle. No waste. Always put your top back on because I just knocked it over. The top's on, you don't have to worry about all that powder going everywhere. So I don't know if you can see it. It's clear embossing powder. Oh, yeah, there you can see it. So we're going to do that on the rest of the card base. Like I said, I would suggest doing a couple at a time, using your embossing powder. Because this stuff will dry up pretty quickly. And you want to make sure that it stays good and tacky. until you can get that embossing powder down. Okay, we put it right there. We're gonna come over here and do it over here. There is something sticky on the bottom of this. I have to get that off of there. I think that's an old glue dot. There we go. Pour our embossing powder again. Give it a good tap. And there's some more. It's going to be a pretty card. Clean this up. And we'll do that a couple more times. Put your top back on so you don't spill it. I can't tell you how many times I have spilt embossing powder. Again, this method is emboss, resist. The idea is we emboss this with clear, and then we come back through with our oxides with our ink and spread it over, and where we emboss, it will resist that ink. Okay, we're done with that. We're done with this. Put a little powder down. Sorry if you hear barking and playing of dogs in the background. They decided to get kind of frisky during this video. Very nice. I wonder if, yeah, you guys can see that a little bit. Very nice. All right, let's clean up. Put our lid back on, no spillage. See, I got a little bit of embossing powder on my mat. No big deal. Wipe that away. Now we're going to bring in our heat tool. And for embossing, you really want this to heat up for a good 30 seconds before you take it to paper. And here we go. Since it's clear, you're not gonna, no colors pop through. It's just clear. Alrighty. So, bring in my little finger daubers. We're going to start out with the Wilted Violet. Ink that dauber up really well. And you're just going to go straight to the paper. Bring in another dauber. Go in for my candied apple. And straight to the paper. A neat little trick for you to do so you don't put your fingers in the ink and you don't have fingerprints in there is just to take the top from your stamp pad and place it right on that paper. It's not going to damage your work at all. I'm going to come back to this Wilted Violet. And you can go right over that other color. No big deal. Just blend it all in. Go back to the candied apple. And you can kind of already tell that heat embossing is resisting that ink. Just blend it until you think it looks good. Okay, so bring in a microfiber cloth. You want a kind of a clean side. And we are going to just rub. Let me bring that back in. We are going to clean the ink off of our embossing. Look at that. Emboss, resist. How beautiful is that? That embossing powder just resists all of that ink, and you just buff it out. And then if you want to, we can put some water droplets. Since this is distressed oxide, it is water reactive. So we want to just do droplets, not a full spray. Let that sit there for a second. Okay, and then we're just gonna daub it up. Daub, daub, daub. Look at that. How pretty is that? You could do this in like a rainbow color. That would be fun. Very pretty. Alrighty. Now let's make a card out of this bad boy. What do we want to do? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I decided what I wanted to do was keep it fairly simple. I have happy birthday dies. So I'm just gonna, I die cut that out. I did the shadow in this purple here. And I took mirror cardstock in a deep purple. And I die cut all of that out. So now we're just gonna put our card together. Don't lose the top part of the eye. So I think what I want to use is my Barely Art glue. This can also be found at the Making Memories store in Siren. Comes with this little precision tip. So it comes out fairly small. And it doesn't take a lot of glue to hold it down. Just dot it around. And it will dry clear as well. And we're just going to line that up for its shadow. And give it a good press down. Same thing for the birthday. I got a little bit of glue on my desk, no problem. All right. Here we go. Happy birthday. I'm gonna turn it over. Give a good press down. And there we have it. Simple sentiment. And I think I want to give this a little dimension, so I'm going to come in with some dimensionals. You always want to make sure to put that pin back in the glue. It keeps that nozzle nice and clear of glue. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about the tittle. It's called a tittle, guys. Recently learned that from one of my FSC people, Elizabeth. Thanks for teaching me that, Elizabeth. The tittle is the dot for the eye. And it's so small. I need tweezers. There we go. Got it. put my pin back in. And like I said, I think I want some dimension on this, so I'm just going to bring in some dimensionals. These are actually from Stamping Up, but Maker Memory Store does sell dimensionals as well. I suppose I could have used my foam tape, but it's not handy at the moment, and this was just to the left of me, so we are going to use that. And I use a lot because I don't want my sentiment to bend or sag. And you definitely don't want it to come off. So, and for the H, we're going to cut one of these guys in half. Okay. There we go. So now we have to take all these little guys off. I have found an easy way to do this is take your pokey tool and just poke the top layer and they will come right off. There we go. So now just to decide where we want our happy birthday. I think I'm gonna set it right there. Now I got this as a card base. Bring back my tape gun. Line up our 3 corners that we can see. As long as you get those 3 corners lined up, that 4th corner should fall right into place. There we go. That's pretty. Super simple, super fun, super pretty with the emboss resist. Maybe we'll come in here with some gems. See what we have. Do we want to do purple? Those are kind of big. maybe, what else do we have? We have diamonds. Those are kind of big. Maybe some pearls. I like pearls. We'll go with pearls. So, where did I put them back in the box? I put them back in the box. Silly me. There. So with these guys, they are on a whole glue sheet. Okay, they're all stuck together. These are not at the Making Memory store. I found these, I believe, at Hobby Lobby. And they were on sale, so I couldn't pass them up. But usually I don't like them when they're all on one glue sheet together, because then you have to take the time and cut that embellishment off of the rest of the glue. That one right there. Get you a good X-Acto knife if you're going to use these type. One right there. Maybe one right there. There you have it, guys. Very pretty card. Using the emboss resist technique with the Totally Tracy stamp set from the Making Memories store. This stamp set is only $16, and you get 2 flowers, the leaf and petals, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentiments, along with this, I think it's a stem. But I have used this stamp set in a couple of different ways. Here you see the one we just did. Super simple, super fast. Here are my other cards I did with it. So many different ways that you can use this stamp set. I have a live, laugh, and love. I have a thanks, and now I have a happy birthday. So run to the Making Memories store, pick up that stamp set, and get to crafting. Yeah, I like this stamp set. I like it a lot. Okay, guys, I'm going to let you go. I've done like 4 videos today, so my voice is kind of tired of talking. But I have enjoyed each and every minute of it, and if you like my videos, please give me those thumbs up. Those thumbs up help popularize my videos and let people know I'm here. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Just click that little bell on the bottom. That will give you notifications as to when I've posted a new video. And yeah, I think that's it, guys. I will post the link to Making Memories in the description below. I'm out of here, guys. Have a great day. Remember, be kind.